Hey everybody, this is Tanya Barnett with Let's Chat with Tanya Barnett Show. I'm so super excited about my mompreneur tonight. She is fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. I know you're going to love her. And for those of you who have little ones, she has a product specifically for you all. My kids are teenagers. I wish I had her products about 15 years ago. Actually, my oldest daughter is 25, so even 25 years ago, I wish I had her products. So without further ado, I want to introduce to you my guest tonight, none other than, is it Tara?
Kiara.
I always mess it up. I say Tara Darnley. Thank you for being a part of this process and this whole mompreneur series.
Thank you for having me. I'm so honored to be here. I'm so excited to be here. This is
Awesome.
like my little date night out.
Well, thank you, thank you, thank you. So if you're just now jumping on, make sure you guys share this out on Facebook Live. You can just click the share button, share it with your friends. I know she's going to drop some gems for us tonight, especially for us mompreneurs, those who have little ones, older kids, those of you who want to do a product-based business. I know we've had service-based businesses and some product serves. Hey, sis, thank you for joining. Thank you so much for joining. And so she has a fabulous product. And so can you tell us a little bit about who you are and how you got started?
Sure. Again, my name is Tara Darnley. Mommy's alive. So my name is Tara Darnley, and I'm the co-founder of Darwin & Co. And we are an exclusive line of baby products, innovative baby products, and we specialize in eco-friendly products for your little ones, starting from infants up to toddlers. And this here is my daughter, Alethea. You want to say hi? I want to say hi.
Hi, sweetie pie. Awesome, awesome. And what type of baby products do you produce?
Sure. Our most popular product is the Yummy Mateething Mitten, and I'll have one sample right here.
Awesome.
So
Yay. Okay.
this was invented by myself and my husband. So it's a teething mitten that is worn on the hand by infants from 3 to 12 months, and they're able to self-soothe on the teeter as opposed to the other teeters on the market that the baby has to hold. And at this age, most of the times the younger babies are not able to hold the teeters, and so they fall on the floor constantly. We have to pick it up, wash, and we know the whole process of that, which we hate. So this makes it really great for busy moms.
Awesome, awesome. So how did you come up with the product? I know most people start with a prototype and then they test it out with focus groups and then they decide to take it to manufacturing. So what was that process like for you, especially having little ones?
Okay, so first I would say my background has nothing to do with business.
Okay.
I've never invented anything. So this was all new to me. I literally just had my daughter 2 months and 1 second. Babe, can you take her, please? Just stay with daddy, okay? It's okay. Mommy's going to be right here.
I love it.
So literally, my daughter was 2 months old and she started to teeth, and my husband was off on paternity leave. And yeah, right. And I'm reading the comments. So my husband was off on paternity leave, and we had the issue of my younger daughter at the time, 2 months old. She was constantly just chewing on her hands, and she would just scream and cry, and we didn't know what to do. And so we would just stand there constantly with different teethers, and nothing worked. They were either too hard. We were concerned about the safety of the product. And so my husband sat there and he said, what about a glove? What about a mitten that we don't have to hold? She could just chew on it because she's already chewing on her hand.
Mm-hmm.
And we were like, okay, let's see if there's anything on the market. And there was nothing. And so
Wow.
from there, went from an idea to concept to prototype. We went to a local market here. We bought a regular mitten. We cut it up. We did our own prototype, and we're like, okay, this actually works. And from there, my husband gave me a budget because at the time I had decided to be a stay-at-home mom. And so he was like, okay, you have this budget, and if you're going to move forward with it, this is the only budget you have.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, I have to make this work. And I took the budget, and the budget at the time didn't have any, it wasn't enough to get a patent or a
Mm-hmm.
trademark, all my intellectual properties. So I was like, okay, I'm sure other people have done it by themselves. And so I
Mm-hmm.
went ahead, I filed my patent myself and my trademark. And
Nice.
from there, we just found a factory and we got it made. I mean, it's not that easy, but that's it in a synopsis.
She's like, okay, yesterday, and then the day after, and then
Right.
2 weeks later, we were on Steve Harvey. I mean, what?
But you know what? I say that to say it's not as hard as we make it. If I would really recommend, if you have an idea, go for it.
Mm.
If you know, and the thing that pushed us was my husband always wanted to go in business with everybody but me.
Mm-hmm.
Said to him, I'm like, babe, everything you've ever tried, it just fails because of the people you're trying to go in partnership with.
Mm-hmm.
If you come to me and whatever you decide to do, I'm gonna build it for you. It just has to be a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we did. Like I put all my energy into it. The very first year, it was just myself doing the company because my husband was still working a full-time job. So I
Mm-hmm.
would literally be up from 1 o'clock in the morning to 6 o'clock the next morning because I had a newborn baby. So she didn't
Right.
she didn't sleep in the day. And so whenever I could work on the company, that's when I did, which was, mostly at night. And so I would definitely tell anyone out there, if you have an idea, don't sit on it. Like, just go for it. Like, move.
Awesome, awesome. Wow. And for you to say the word move, that's the word I've been hearing like all year long, to move on some ideas that I have. And so this whole mompreneur series, I was nervous. I'm like, oh my gosh, what if I can't find enough moms? What if people say, no, Tanya, we don't want you interviewing us? And I mean, it has just blown up from 10 moms to over 70. And now it's turning into a book and a tour and some other things, just because I moved like and move on it. So I mean, kudos to you, because we don't hear of too many African American moms, African American women producing an actual product. Usually it's like hair care or something like that, but actually a product that you can put inside a store, such as the one you created. I think that is just fantastic. You're a genius, girl. That is just amazing. I
Well,
love it. You like, I was cutting mittens.
I can't take all
Wow.
the credit. I give some credit to my husband, just some. He
Right,
comes up
right,
with the
right,
ideas. He comes up with the ideas, and I just execute it. So we're
right, right.
perfect. We're a perfect team with that in that sense.
Right. But you guys were like, look, we need some sleep. And we're tired of picking up season
It
toys.
it was really frustrating. Like and any
Aw.
parents could tell you with the teething stage, it's just horrible. And I think that's where a case study came in because, like you mentioned, if we did case study, our actual case study was our daughter. Good for us
Mhm.
that we actually had a live baby to test.
Right.
And so we used it. We used her, to implement all the designs and everything that we taught about with all our products is with our kids and making sure they're safe. There was no choking parts and making sure it's safety tested so we could sell all over the country. So every product we design, and that's what makes us different from other companies too. Every product we
Mhm.
design, we're actual parents, we're real parents making products for
Mhm.
kids that's actually functional. That it's
Right.
not just a gimmicky product; it actually works. And sometimes people stay in there like, "Oh, it looks like a boxing glove," and then when they see it in use, they're like, "Wow, that's genius! Like, why didn't I think?" So
I love it.
go for whatever idea you have.
Wow, that is fantastic.
Thank
So
you.
now that your babies are a little bit older, I know you have a newborn now. How do you find time for yourself?
Whew. Okay, can we be honest?
Mhm. This
I
this
don't
is Let's Chat with Tanya Barnett. So we're do real talk on my show.
I don't find time. Like literally, I put on a lipstick today and I put my hair in a bun today. And my
Okay.
husband was like, "You look human. Congratulations." He was like you need to do this more often. I think this will make you feel better. And I was like, it hit me today like, wow, like this year, I mean, the beginning of the year was just so hectic with a newborn, and the business is just growing. Like every time I turn, it's like it's growing, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's going out of control. But
Mhm.
I'm learning to take self-care.
Okay.
And it's funny because the first time in entrepreneurship that I've heard about self-care and seeing someone talk about it was actually Christine St. Ville. Like she's the
Love
first person,
Christine.
she's the first person, and her blog and everything and just her whole mission was the first person I've heard talk about self-care for women, because I think in entrepreneurship we praise being busy, we praise working hard,
Mm.
praise being successful, whatever that may be to you. But for me, success is my family being happy, because after all, if I'm doing everything for them, if they're feeling neglected, if they're feeling unhappy, then I'm not successful. And so all that to say, I have to take care of myself. So that's a huge part. So what I do is we don't work on Saturdays. Saturdays just shut down. We don't work. We regroup. That's family day. That's family time. We just
Mhm.
rest.
Okay.
Like we rest. That's our Sabbath. We just rest, and we don't answer no emails, and that works for us.
Okay.
Friday, we're like, oh my God, come on, come on. I wanted to, I can't wait for Saturday, and that's it. We just rest, and that's worked for us for the past 3 years. That's really helped our marriage.
Mm.
Us as entrepreneurs, people actually at first people were like, you're gonna like not work on Saturday, you're gonna close on Saturday, you're not gonna do business on Saturday. And it's funny because our business is actually successful based on that model,
Wow.
because our customers respect our that model so much. Like they'll contact us and they'll be like, oh, I see that you're not open and you took the day off, and you're observing the Sabbath, so it's like, okay, wow, I'll come back later and purchase. I love
Mhm.
that idea. Like you're not like, forcing something down our, and when you look at it too, if your product is good, it don't matter what time of the day, when,
Right.
they're gonna come and get it. So
Right.
that's work for us. But self-care is something I'm still learning,
Okay.
and I'm still trying to balance out.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, I'm glad you have on lipstick, and it looks like you have on gold bohos. Are those gold bohos from Sassy Jones?
Yes, they are.
On the silver.
Sassy got us looking sassy.
Yes, we're sassified.
Got us
Wow.
looking good.
That is so cool. So cool. So cool. And we have on these earrings that I'm talking about are called bohos. They're from Sharice Jones. She has Sassy Jones Boutique. You can check her out online. She has some cute stuff. So definitely check her out. So you said you're closed on Saturdays, your Sabbath.
Yes.
When do you find time for the honey away from the kids?
He's giving me the look like I'm waiting for this answer.
Hey Audra, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, learning, like literally everything is new for us. My husband just came on full time last year,
Oh
so
wow,
everything.
congratulations.
So like literally everything we're learning, and then it's like we left from having one, like dealing with being parents to one baby, to now we're like being parents to two kiddos, and like our newborn, and he's just on another level. Like I don't know, our daughter made parenting look so easy. Like she made us. And then here comes this little champ, and he's like, I'm gonna just wreck y'all world. You're
Mhm.
not gonna have a regular schedule. How dare you think you're gonna sleep? And so we just try to implement us time whenever we can. Like literally, like we just like had a conversation like a couple days ago, and we're like, you know what, we're gonna go back to date nights, and we're gonna make that once a week. And
Mm.
so we're gonna start implementing that, as well as implement a family day with the kids, because I find that I get so caught up in work
Mhm.
that sometimes they need their time too, just to be kids.
Right.
And I realize like for them, they don't go to daycare, they're not around kids all the time. So for them, their normal world is going on a business trip, going to a trade show, seeing mommy on the computer. Like my daughter wakes up and she's like, Mom, you need your computer? And I was like, Okay, I need to fix that. I need to fix that. So we try to implement us time, me time, and their time.
Okay, okay. And I only bring that up because as married women, it's really important for us to make that time for our husbands. And
Hmm.
I know for me, I'll be celebrating 18 years next month. It's just really
Oh wow!
important for me to,
Congratulations.
yes, girl, that's all Jesus. Okay, that's all him.
We're just
um, but
5 years in. We're five
okay,
years in
yay!
together. We've been
Congratulations.
together 10 years, but five. He just corrected me. He's like, we're 10 years in, but 5 years now.
Okay.
Get it right.
Okay,
So I
awesome.
stand
I love black love. So black
right,
love is just my thing.
girl.
So I'm really excited for you guys. But yeah, it's just really important for that couple's time. Like my husband right now, he's running pick my son up from high school because he does football and weight training, getting ready for next school year, and my daughter has to go to church for dance rehearsal, and so he's doing all the behind the scene things so that I can run my. I have three businesses, so that I can run them, and so it's really important to me to make sure I give him his
Mhm.
time because he supports me. And, I mean, he only wants 10, 15 minutes. I mean, that's nothing out of 24 hours. I can handle that, you know.
Finished. The
So,
struggle.
but I really have to consider that out of 24 hours,
Yeah.
he only wants a short period of my time. And then he's good. He's like, you want me to do some laundry? What you need? What you need? And so I just think a lot
That's
of times
so
we
true.
forget about our husbands. We think, okay, they're grown and they could take care of themselves, but really it's a partnership, even when
Yeah.
we're in business or if you're a solopreneur and your husband is just supporting on the background, it's just really important to acknowledge them that thanks. I mean, really, that's what it is. And to me, intimacy is communication. It's just a way to reconnect.
I think
So
Audrey's
let me
married
ask.
20 years. Congrats, Audra.
Yes, I see that Audra is doing it. She has a skincare product line. So yeah, she's awesome. So what is one obstacle that you had to personally overcome within yourself to get to where you are today?
Within myself. I've never had any fear really, and so I'll say just I think it's dealing with other people and just like in business, learning that no doesn't necessarily mean no.
Okay.
Yeah. And when I say that, I mean, at first when I started, I heard no a lot, believe it or not. I heard no a lot. And I used to take it personal. I used to take it really personal.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh, no. But after a while, I had to just put on my big girl panties and just be tough and, go some tough skin. And if someone said no, I'm like, okay, I'm going to come back to you in a few weeks and I'm going to make your mind change and you're going to say yes. And that's one of the hardest things I've had to work on, just making sure I don't take things personal. I
Mm.
don't take what people feel about me personal or what they may think or perceive of me. Because I get that a lot. Like I get people just think like we're this huge company and we whatever perception. Sometimes people are like, I thought you were this really big company and you're doing it and you're killing it. And I'm like, no, I'm a small business and I just really work hard on my brand and that's what
Mhm.
you need. And so I just had
Mhm.
to learn like not to take things personal and not to take no's right away. I'll go back and I'll come back better. Like if I took no's, I would not be in Babies R Us. I would not have gotten on the Steve Harvey show. I wouldn't be here. Like really.
Right. Right.
And the
Wow.
people told us that, the idea wasn't gonna work. We've heard that, we've told friends and family and they're like, what is that? Like that don't make sense.
Right.
I think yeah, right, like our own family and stuff. So I think the only person that actually understood the idea behind our brand was my mentor. Like she literally sat here, she was so excited, and she was just like, "Are you ready for this?" And I didn't even understand at the time. And
Mhm.
she was, "Are you ready for what's coming?" And I said, "What's coming?" And she said, you're going to be in Babies R Us. You're going to be in all these big stores. You're going to be all over the world. Are you ready? And I was like, no, it's just going to be a simple product, girl. Like, it ain't that big. And she was like, she was so, I think me and my husband were just like this the whole time, like, why is she so excited? But she understood the vision and she's helped us, like, just mentoring us throughout the way, just like encouraging us. And sometimes that's all you need to, just someone to encourage you. And I try to be that for a lot of my friends because entrepreneurship is hard,
Yes, yes.
lonely. It's very hard and it's lonely. And so with my friends, I try to encourage them. They might, it might be this quarter and it's like, oh, my quarter was very slow. I didn't make any money, or I just feel like giving up. I feel like going back to my 9 to 5. And sometimes, and that goes out for all of us, encourage the people around you. Like
Mm,
sometimes it's just a phone call. Like my friends just make me feel so great because sometimes I'm just in my own little bubble and they just pick up the phone and call and they're like, are you okay? Are you surviving with those kids and your husband? And that makes a whole difference. Like just the thought of somebody picking up the phone to say, are you okay?
right,
Because it's lonely and sometimes you don't want to just, for me personally, I don't like burdening my friends with just bad news like, oh, I just got turned down on this deal, oh, this didn't come through, or
hmm,
that, I don't think this is going right. So when you get the good news, it's great to be able to share both with your friends, like good and bad.
right,
Think I see that a lot though on in these groups that I'm in, and I love that. I've met some incredible women in some of the groups that I'm in. They're so encouraging, they're so positive. And I think we need more of that because entrepreneurship is tough.
right, right. And you made a good point too, because our family is you don't get that support that you think you're going to get, and it's just weird. I know I have a nonprofit that gives away free kids books here in the Maryland, D.C. area and throughout the U.S. And when I came up with the idea and I told people what I was going to do, they were like, well, books are going away because of ebooks and audiobooks. And I did my research and it said parents love to read hard physical books to their children. But I had so many people, discourage me from, doing my nonprofit and giving away free kids books. And we've sent books now to the Bahamas. We sent books to India. But had I listened to other people, I wouldn't have, my nonprofit. We partner with the Redskins, the Baltimore Ravens, Magic Johnson Foundation. But, had I listened to those people, I had great mentors, a great coach, and then surrounding myself with people like Christine and her sister Julian and the different business groups that are out there for women. I just think is key to not being discouraged and not giving up, because there are some days where you're just like, what, this is too much. But it's good. I mean, I even did a Facebook page post about a week ago, and I just said how I was just dealing with some fear and I had some choices to make. And one of my entrepreneur friends I've never met in my life, she called me at 7 o'clock in the morning. She was like, yo, what do you need? I got you. Mm-hmm. Did you think any of my cousins, my girlfriends, nobody called me but my entrepreneur friends? They were texting me, Facebook messaging me, just saying, hey, T, what do you need? We got you. So it's really important, and I'm glad that you're surrounding yourself with other women who, have your back on those days where you're just like, I just don't know if I could take another no.
Yeah. The thing that we have to realize too is, and I've always believed in this, that people come in your life for a season. It could be a season, a lifetime, or just to teach you something. And I've always held on to that strongly because I've had some of the most amazing relationships that last a short period of time because those people were just there for that particular season in my life. And at the stage we're at now, because we're so busy, we can't go party, we can't do all these things. So those friends might not be for us right now. But then you have another group of people that they'll support you through whatever phase you're at, through the thick, the thin, and everything. So you have to find that group of people to support you. And going back to friends, I've learned this very early, and I'm so glad I did. My friends are not my audience. My friends are not my target audience.
Right.
They're not going to buy my product, and that's okay. And if they do, I appreciate it. I love it. Because when your friends could come back to you and say, Tara, I bought your product and it actually works. And I'm like, but that makes me feel good because I know they look at it and they're like, wow, my friend did this. This is dope. So I love that feeling, but at the same time, I'm realistic to know that my friends are not my audience. I
Mhm.
I hardly post my products on my personal Facebook. Like I just don't. It doesn't make sense because that's not my audience, and I
Mhm.
don't feel bad about it. I post other people's stuff and they don't even look at it. So I'm like, you ain't gonna look at my stuff for so once you learn that early on in your entrepreneurship life, it
Mhm.
won't matter. Like they could just support you. I have awesome friends that they'll pick up the phone and they'll be like, "Hey, what's up? How's everything? I see what you're doing. I'm so proud of you." And I love that. That's what they're there for. And support comes in doesn't come in monetary value all the time.
Right, right.
It comes in different ways. If you want to come and babysit my kids, that's support.
Right, absolutely.
It comes in different measures. It doesn't always have to be monetarily. And, if you want to buy my product for a baby shower, that's awesome, but you don't have to. And I won't hold you for that. So once we learn that, that would just get us really further.
Absolutely, absolutely. That is some wisdom, and it looks like it's resonating with Audra. She says a great way to see it, great stuff. And my husband just got on. Hey, babe, thank you for joining again.
Thanks for being on.
um, so, my next question was going to be, what advice would you give to someone, a mompreneur who is, on the verge of giving up? But you said getting those friends, having that support is. So that is key to all of us succeeding. I don't care whether it's you're going through a master's degree program or whatever. Having a support system is key. And you also said that your friends and family are not your customers, and I think that right there is profound for a lot of people, because I hear in the different groups, oh, I thought my girlfriends would support my natural hair care product line, or whatever it is, and they got nothing. It was crickets. And it's amazing to me that it would be that way, but again, they're not your customers, and it's okay. And how far you've gone is fantastic, so I really admire you for that. So
Thank
who is a woman who you would say has motivated you, dead or alive, when you think about her life or what she's done, that has motivated you?
you. Ooh, so much. Woo. That's a lot.
I'll give you
Right of
two.
the first the
You got
first
two.
the first person I could think about is my parents, my mom and my husband's mom, because if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be here. And they're incredible strong women. My mom was a single mom, so I always look up to her, for certain things. And just now when I have my kids, I'm like, I don't know how the heck you have 4 kids by yourself. Because
Right.
sometimes I'm here and my husband might be in the bathroom and I feel like a single mom. So I'm like, I don't know how she did it. So my mom, definitely his mom. My mentor, she is actually a principal, and she's just one of the most smartest women ever. She's brilliant. She'll make you believe anything, and she has the biggest art ever.
Aw.
Someone I've never met, um, Harriet Tubman. She was a
Wow,
monster.
she keeps coming up. You're like the fourth or fifth mom who has said Harriet Tubman.
My
Okay.
husband said, my husband said, "Really?" I thought he was going to say Madam C.J. Walker. I'm like, no. If I thought about myself back in the days, it would have been her. So
And why is that? How do you see the correlation?
she was strong. She
I
was,
love it.
and not everyone understood her then,
Mm.
and a lot of people still don't understand her now. And I think sometimes with the decisions that we make in business, people don't get it right away. But
Hmm.
5 years from now, I know they're going to be like, "Wow, I didn't know that's what you were doing. I didn't know that's what you were onto." And and so that's what she does for me. Like that's when I see her and when I think about her and when I read about her, that's who she was. She was a strong woman, and I don't think a lot of people valued her then, nor do they now.
Right. Wow, wow. And Devon Franklin said this. I watched him this weekend, and he said that those people who don't get you, just invite them to your movie premiere. And I was like, that's what's up. And so, even for you, it's like, okay, just go to my website, look at my media kit.
You got it. Like you can't say, you have to know who is for you and just take
Mm,
it as it is. Don't get stuck saying that person doesn't support me and cry over it. That's not your target audience. That's not your target customer. Move forward.
awesome, awesome. So can you leave us with a quote or a song, a scripture, something that keeps you going, that you meditate on or pops in your head when you're like, Lord Jesus, help me?
I have a quote and I have a scripture.
Okay,
Our the foundation of our business has been solely based on the foundation of the Bible.
okay.
All our success comes from applying those principles to our business,
Mm,
every aspect of our business. And every time there's going to be like a fail, we think there's going to be a failing moment, or we think something is not as successful as we want to, we lean on the words. And
mm,
that's what's pushed our business. I think definitely without a shadow of a doubt, that's why we've been so successful, because we've
mhm,
implemented those things. And even sometimes I get very frustrated, or someone does something in business to me awful, and I just want to do the same thing back to them. My
mhm,
husband always reminds me, he said, you can never do evil to
mhm.
someone else, because that will affect your business. If someone does it to you, that's fine, but it's not going unnoticed. And
That's good.
I've we've always implemented that. So even though some days I just want to knock some things out, I just remember that, I can't do evil. It's not going to get my business anywhere. And I just have to keep doing good. I keep inspiring as much of people as I can to know that, you can do it. I didn't have a degree. I didn't have none of those fancy stuff. And it's okay if you do. And it's okay still if you don't. And I've
Mhm,
made it this far. And I want women to know they can go as far as they want to. Just believe in what you want to do, and always have a foundation for your business. Always have a
mhm.
moral compass for your business on how you make your decisions, how you implement every part of your business.
That's good. That's good. So another mompreneur standing on the word. I love it. I love it. I love it. That has been the foundation. That has been across the board. And that was, I did not, I didn't, call the phone and say, are you a believer? Are you a believer? None of
Uh,
that. But every single woman, I'm telling you, out of 30 something moms, all of them have said the word is what keeps them going. And so I am just honored. Where can they find your products and what's coming up next for you?
sure, you can find our products right here at the link, darlandco.com. We have several new products coming up this year, and I'm so, 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 so excited about those products. In a few months, we'll be dropping those products. I just launched my personal blog, Dreams Inspire Reality, where I'll be sharing tips on entrepreneurship, motherhood, being a wife, and just how to balance all those things. I'm really excited about that. And you could connect with me on my blog, or you could shoot me an email on our business website. And if you have any questions, anything, just shoot me an email. I'm only an email away.
Okay, awesome. And what stores are you located in case someone wants to run out tonight because they have a teether?
Sure, we're nationwide in Babies R Us, and you could just go to our website to see what store is closest to you. We're sold on our website, Amazon, Walmart, internationally. We're literally all over. Just go to our website, and you'll be able to find the closest store to you.
Awesome, awesome. Well, thank you so much, Tara, for being with me tonight. I'm so excited. I'm glad you have your bohos and your lipstick on. I feel special.
Hey, I'm this day is a miracle because my baby is sleeping still. Like that doesn't happen, okay? So I'm going to go celebrate with a glass of wine right now before he wakes up.
That's right, mommy. Cheers to you. I am so
Cheers.
thankful
Thank
to
you
have
so
you.
much. It was an honor.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. I am honored to have you with me here on Let's Chat with Tanya Barnett. If you loved what you heard today, make sure you support. We have to support each other. We have to support each other. Y'all know how I do. I always wear something made or manufactured by an African American. My bohos, my lipstick is by the Lip Bar. That's a black lipstick company. No, I'm sorry, not lipstick. This is Taj Cosmetics, Marie Smith, and this is Pink Satin. And actually, she's going to be one of my mompreneurs that I'm going to be interviewing. She's in Canada. So I definitely make sure every day I wear something made by us for us. So I'm really excited to be able to have you with
Oh,
me.
this is constant covering.
Oh, Sean, that's my
Um,
girl,
yeah,
Sean
we
Clark.
actually did a collab with Sean. So me and Sean has a collab of headbands on our website for your little
Okay.
princesses, and they are adorable. And she's awesome. She is amazing.
Wow, I love Sean. Oh yeah, I have two of her pieces. So yes, yay, I love it. Small
I have
world.
several. I have several because we do headbands all day, every day, head wrap.
I love her. I love her. I love her. So thank you so much. This is not the last time we'll be chatting. I'm so super excited to again have you with me on Let's Chat with Tanya Barnett, and we will chit chat later.
Thank you. It was awesome.
Have a
Bye, guys.
see ya.